True and for Dmhero. So we've got our 3, 2, 1 pills, and our players are off.
So as we go through the end of this bracket on semifinal Sunday, the levels have gotten a lot higher. We're going to see some combo games come out. We're going to see a different nuance to the player's skills. Obviously, RNG is going to still play a huge factor, but with these viruses and pills all locked up tight, we're going to see their combo game come out.
Absolutely, and Dmhero is having to showcase some of that right now as he has buried all of his blue that's on the top and has spent quite a bit of time with really no way to get to his blue. And now he's doing a good job of managing his garbage. He's going to take a nice horizontal there, but overall, it's taken all of his creativity to be able to just keep from swimming in garbage so far.
Right, and Hollowman's path has been a little more straightforward. Nothing super buried, very conservative plays. But you notice that he's got some stuff high up on the left, high up to the right, and columns 1 and 2 might be a little bit of a pain point for him because he's got yellow on top of them, garbage on one, and a virus on two.
Yes, indeed. And he's hoping for a double blue, which he doesn't use to make the horizontal. I'm sure he's going to be doing that in a play coming up very soon. There's the blue to drop down to get his horizontal. But yeah, that left side is going to be quite a bit of a pain. As we look over on DM Hero side, he's got an opportunity to take down with this double. There's a nice triple going on there, and he's managing to take just the slightest bit of a lead so far. Looks like a really good end game for him.
Right, but this red yellow is going to take Hollow Man out first at a 152. You saw DM Hero shaking his head a little while ago because I think he wanted to do something a little more special as he's out at a 156 because he did get rid of all those blues and RNG was cooperating with quite a bit of red yellow. But now these players, Hollow Man has taken a brief lead here. And notice this top line looks really great, diverse, and so many double opportunities.
Yeah, that's part of the reason he's managed to take the lead at this point is, well, let's see if he can pull off this swim.
Yes.
There he does it. There's the sweet seed. Yeah, it's one of those you have to just sit and wait for just a second to see if it comes through. Yeah, the top of his board was excellent, just flush with double opportunities. There he gets another just straight up double a vertical fat log, if you will. And DM Hero is just not getting that same RNG. He's still doing very well, got a good clean board, but the game is just not being as kind to him so far. Which isn't to discount either player's skills. It's just part of how this game that we're playing. And now we see with Hollowman, he's got everything stacked up on that left side again. So that may give DM Hero just a little bit of an opening.
Exactly. That is going to give DM Hero a big opening because Hollow Man just needs a ton of yellow, and he's probably going to have to take some garbage. And as you said, DM Hero has been playing this level really smoothly, and just at the beginning was not getting the right stuff. Now DM Hero is a little locked up on the right hand side. I'm not sure what he's going to do, whether he's going to try to take out that garbage vertically or build from underneath, because the blue in column 8. That stuff will fall if he takes out the red. But he is going to go horizontally with these reds, take the combo, and, my guess is he would probably build up from underneath, and there he goes.
Yes, indeed. Both players dealing with some really awkward board placement. Hollowman looks like he's trying to decide what to do. He's waiting on a specific pill there as DM Hero manages to get out about a 353. Hollowman's not going to be too far behind now that he's got those double yellows opened up, and that yellow to drop off the red is going to be very nice for him. So that is going to put him out, but he's going to have a little bit of a disadvantage here coming out at a 415.
Right, now there's a slight lead for DM Hero, about 7 viruses, and the start to his board looks really good. He's gonna come up on a lot of blue and red at the moment. Notice he's just taken out that last yellow, working on something maybe horizontally, maybe vertically, but yeah, he's gonna rely on a bunch of blue to show up, and that's the thing about these levels, you've gotta ride out these weird moments of RNG and keep your options open. Meanwhile, Hollow Man's board, really fantastic. Look at all this double opportunity. And there's great diversity. There's practically a use for everything that he could get.
Yes, indeed. And that's a good thing because what he is getting is a little bit of everything. Dr. Mario playing his own game of let me give you not the same thing twice so that so that we can make sure that you have to play with a little bit of pizzazz. As both players, we're looking at 5, 6, 7 virus difference between the two of them. There's only about a 3 second difference on their clock, so you can pretty much even that out. Dmhero is going to have a really nice end game here. As soon as he decides, oh man, just nothing but doubles down at the bottom.
Wow. Oh,
Look at this
this is
cross. Ah, beautiful.
yeah, and we saw that last night. If there was a weakness to Hollow Man's game, it is the end game, and this end game from DM Hero is the most magical thing. I mean, just it's perfect. Look at this double blue coming. That's what's been making him able to just run away with this level so far. And Hollow Man again, not doing badly, but that was just magical.
Yes, indeed. And that's something we see with a lot of our newer players. Again, Hollowman's only been playing this game competitively for just a couple of months, and had I'm kind of the one. I don't know that I completely introduced him to the game, but I remember less than 2 years ago he had never really played the game at all. So for somebody who is just starting out, that end game it's a little bit of a challenge to figure out. Um, and we're seeing that in his struggle right now, but it does look like he's going to be able to get this coming out. But as we close in on this last level, it does look like Dmhero is going to have the advantage here.
Right, he has a 20 virus lead, and, even though he does have such a big lead, it hasn't been as quick as he might have liked, clearing stuff off of this beautiful combo from him, both horizontally and vertically right now. But yeah, he hasn't had a lot of exposed red for most of this level, so that's taken him, taken a little chunk of time out. And Hollow Man, the start to these levels, you really get to take stuff off the board really quickly. Look at that beautiful tuck that he made and clearing stuff out of column 7 and 8. But now it is a mostly blue story, so that's going to be tricky for him.
Yeah, that's definitely going to cause a little bit of a struggle. He's still managing to find a place for almost everything that he's got, but that is about to run out again. Um, he's gonna have to work on his garbage management, decide between playing pieces onto garbage or playing them in a way to get rid of pills and then have to play off the garbage later. That's generally a decision you just kind of have to make on the fly based on what pills and what viruses you've got still left sitting on your board, and it can be a real challenge as well. So we're just closing in on the end of Dmhero's board. Again, he's doing a good job of just finding exactly what he needs. Uh, he's got that one yellow on his right hand side. It's going to give him a little bit of trouble, but depending on what his plan is, looks like it's to do this vertically. I'm not sure how much I like that idea, but it looks like it's going to work out for him. Um, and actually, since he needed blue anyway, that's going to work for him. As he's out at an 828.
Yeah, that's an awesome time. We've only been doing this level block since January because originally it was 10 through 14 and I think 13 through 17 for the finals, and those matches were getting to be pretty intensely long. So that is a hot time. So currently, DM Hero holds the 13th fastest time for this, but this is very early days. And Hollow Man just had this blue situation persisting for basically all of the level. Would really love a red yellow for him right now because that would help him clear some out horizontally and vertically. And now he'll need two of those. And yeah, he's abandoned that plan.
Yeah, he's gonna just finish this out right here. Oh, you hate to see that blue come in where it did, because he was just this one red virus away from being able to lay it down and do a horizontal at the end. But he is out at a 932, still a very respectable time.
And they were very close for the beginning of that set. And I think these players are well matched. I think DM Hero might have a bit of an advantage because I think, he's used to playing these levels before. He's played them before in bracket. I think he might be able to stay a little more relaxed in the pocket, but this is going to be exciting.
It
We
is.
can't call a decider just yet because this is a best of 5, but anything can happen. We have readies from both players.
That's exactly what I was going to mention. That this is not a one and done sort of situation. There's still at least or two more matches to go. So we've got our 3-2-1 pills. Both players are on their way, and there's a whole lot of red on Hollowman's board. But boy, oh boy, he's getting exactly what he needs to cover that. With Dmhero, he's managing to find some places to play this blue that's coming up. But wow, look at that T right there.
Yeah, this is really nice. And Dmhero is going to be using this garbage carefully. Notice, I think he's going to drop this and make it into a nice vertical horizontal combo. And because he didn't, there's nowhere to put yellow really. Notice he can take the last yellow that's exposed off of the board, and then he doesn't have any yellows until row 3. So that's going to take him a while. And just notice this board setup is very interesting for him. It's going to give Hollow Man definitely the opportunity to make up some ground here, as he's going to probably take out, yep, column 7 and 8, clear that garbage. And he's got some good opportunities to take stuff off from up high, as he's doing right now, and then maybe start to work on some kind of horizontal game. Nice on those row 3 yellows, but he might have some conflicting plans. We'll see how he does with those. Looks like he's opened up the opportunities.
Yeah, Dmhero was really hoping to pull down this that long row of blues with just a single piece. Unfortunately, just didn't get the pills for it. He needed to clear a red out, and that really gave Hollowman the time to catch. Not even to catch up. It's too early in the game for that, but to be able to really get things going. We do have an opportunity for a drop double if or even a fat log, depending on what Dmhero manages to get. But with the amount of time he's already had to wait on a combo earlier, I'm not sure if he wants to continue to wait for this one.
Right? He does need that blue red. And again, I was thinking if he doesn't hold out for the combos, um, he'll have a pretty good conservative game. But notice he has manufactured that fat log for himself instead of waiting for the blue red. He's just gonna need some yellows, and of course the red
Of
blitz is coming.
course.
Look at this. But we do know that it is followed up by um, yeah, by that yellow red. And so now the rest of his end game is really nice and clean. So he's out at a 231, but he is quite a bit back from Dmhero, or sorry, Hollow Man. He has that 24, 26 virus deficit, which is basically what happened at the end of their last game.
Yeah, I've got to imagine that the double reds that he was getting, he could have used at least one of them. But I've been there. You get flustered. You sit there with just pill after pill after pill, and you know exactly which one you need, and it's just not coming. And it's really easy to just forget about literally everything else happening on your board.
Right. And currently Hollow Man's 12, or sorry, level 11. I'm sorry, he has 12 viruses, has been so nice. It's just been a nice gentle ride here. No need for hero combos or anything crazy like that. Look at him dropping down to open up this nice horizontal possibility. I think I would have dropped that double red somewhere else, but maybe he's looking to
No,
take out
you're
that yellow in row 3 horizontally. Not exactly sure.
If he had managed to drop it vertically, this whole section would have already been gone. But it does manage to get this going on here, and again, this is another thing that we see with. Oh, look at that combo, though. I was
Mhm.
going to say it's the thing we see with some of our newer players is not quite paying attention, not quite catching exactly where they're going to go whenever you start setting up these combos. But clearly, he had a better plan in mind than that. Out at a 4 flat.
Right, and Dmhero currently working through the last group of his viruses. He's down to 10. And the thing is that this board is pretty nice, other than the fact that there's only one yellow and it's buried. He's got great horizontal opportunities on the bottom. Look at this nice combo in columns 1 and 2. And now he's opened up options for his end game. Can take out that yellow horizontally, or great opening up of options. This end game is so beautiful.
A nice and clean end game. It's going to take him out of here to 437, but that is 37 seconds with two levels to go to catch up. Certainly well within the realm of possibilities, but it's going to mean quite a bit of work for Dmhero to be able to get out and not and get out of this game with a two game advantage.
Mhm. And Hollowman making good use of the stuff that's on his board. He hasn't had a lot of blue going on in a while, and he's managing to use the garbage quite well. Sort of just manufacture combos with that blue. And notice, I think he's going to take column 7 and 8 down. Nicely done. But he is going to need a lot of yellow, and he's going to need it now.
Well, luckily he's getting it, so that's been very helpful. He managed to get just a couple of double yellows as you were saying that, and it's he's really getting the opportunities to knock out the 1 and 8 columns. Those can be real crunch points if you're not watching out for them, just because you've only got so many opportunities to take care of them. And as you can see, he just clearly had that excuse me, had that in mind and is there to take care of it, and now has the opportunity to do it horizontal on the blue, chooses not to take it. He's going to commit to the vertical, and that's probably a good choice since he would have created a garbage situation.
Meanwhile, Dmhero, about 18 viruses back, he's set himself up for this. I think it's a blue dependency right now, but look at him making that beautiful tee,
Oh,
dropping
that's
all that
great.
garbage down. Yeah, and he's been making some amazing moves. He's got a D sandwich that he's made. Unfortunately, I think he probably didn't want to put that blue yellow in columns 6 and 7 like that, but luckily he's getting the kind of stuff that's going to help him clear that garbage off the board, especially because the 3 yellows, there's nothing he can do with that, so he might as well just use yellow pill halves to make other things happen.
Yeah, he's going to get a nice horizontal here to take out, unfortunately, the majority of the yellows that are left on his board. Because hey, here's the doctor saying, "Here's have a yellow, have another yellow." Um, so that's really going to hamper him just a little bit and give Hollowman a chance to pretty much run away with this last little bit because he's got a nice board. Yet again, it's a lot of good stuff going on. He doesn't have a lot of things to do with anything that's not red, but he's really manufacturing some good plays uh, and just finding things to do with his pills. Look at this! Look at this! Oh, such a nice set of plays.
Wow. And Dmhero again with a really nice end game. He's out at a 730. Now he is 36 viruses back at the moment. So again, this is sort of the reverse of what happened in the last game. And but take a look at his top line, nice and even. He's got a use for almost everything, although he's going to have to unbury that blue. You already see him uh, using using that blue garbage. I think he probably had a misplay in columns 2 and 3, that red yellow, and so he's having a little trouble getting this level off the ground, especially getting all these double yellows. Come on, Mario!
Good. Yes.
You
Yep.
call yourself a doctor. This is not healing.
Sometimes RNG just be like that sometimes. I'll never say that again. Um, meanwhile, look at this T coming up.
Ooh,
Very
sweet
nice
tea
play.
from Dmhero. That's the thing.
And
I really think, not only is Hollow Man an up and coming player, but he has really been winning the RNG lottery uh
yeah,
this game. I mean, I- the beginning of this level 13 for Dmhero is almost unfair. It's just not what you want to see. And so he is 36, at least 36 viruses back as he finishes his level 13.
yeah, it's definitely like we said. It's not to say anything negative about the play. It's just this is the way the RNG runs, and sometimes it really, really fights you, and sometimes it is just amazing. Um, but yeah, it's that was a really good time, and DM Hero's just gonna have to let that one go and get ready for this next one, as both of our players have just decided we're gonna make it a best of three.
Fantastic. And Ook, I hope you're happy. You've caused a spark in the chat.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you say things.
Yep. And we
No,
have
we're
readies from both players, and we're gonna have 3, 2, 1, pills.
we're making it a best of three, guys.
Yeah, it's turned
What's
into
left
a
is a
best of
best of
3.
three.
Yeah.
I
You
stand by
speak
my statement.
you speak the truth, that how it be.
Oh
Oof,
dear.
beautiful L from Dmhero to start this level. That was gorgeous, especially because there's so much blue that he needs to take off this board. Um, that that doing it so efficiently with a kind of magical clear like that, that's exactly what you want to see.
I gotta say, I'm disappointed in you. You heard my mistake and then decided to repeat it. I'm not here for that. I make no claims. You can send all of your complaints to Savage underscore Octagon.
The puns are happening. Again, a beautiful L into a horizontal by Dmhero. He's just doing really awesomely. He's dialed in right now. Now the rest of his board, unlike so it's different from Hollowman's. Hollowman's is really double friendly for the rest of the way, and I think that Dmhero has kind of run that out, and notice he tried to tuck into columns 2 and 3, but ended up in columns 3 and 4 instead. Hopefully, it won't slow him down too much, as he is getting a lot of the colors that he needs. He basically needs red and yellow to clear up this garbage, and that's what he's been getting. Although he did block that opportunity a little bit, but nicely done combo in columns 1 and 2.
Yeah, we're looking at, just a really, I was just paying attention to what Hollowman was doing, and he just dropped a beautiful combo. This end game, I think he heard us talking about his end game because this one has been just magically perfect. Of course, Dr. Mario has something to say about that, but out at a 144, that's a really solid time for level 10.
Yeah, definitely. And you see Dmhero making some reprioritization moves a really good idea. He had a nice end game as well. He's out at a 2 minutes. So he is only 6 viruses behind, and especially his board, the beginning of it is a little more diverse than Hollow Man's. So now he's kind of taken out the diversity now because it's mostly red yellow top line. But at first it was more diverse.
Yeah, that will definitely happen. One of the benefits of having diversity is you've got a place to put all your pieces. One of the negatives is that once you place those pieces, you no longer have the opportunity to put the pills down because there's no more diversity. So yeah, he's really just about got himself caught up, and that's partially just because of the diversity, as you said. It's been a better board, um, but it's a little more stacked up on that right hand side. Hollowman does have a little bit of a challenge with this really high stacked up column 7. Playing on high shouldn't be an issue yet, but if he holds off for too long to get rid of it, that could really turn into a pain point.
And Dmhero seems to be building up for a horizontal with these blues. I was a little bit worried about it, but notice he built up the platform. He took care of it. And this right-hand side, even though it's locked up, he's got a lot of options for clearing it. Notice this really nice combo in column 6. And so even though he's got those viruses really sandwiched up tight, he's just got so many options for them. And so I think this is going to be a pretty good end game for him. But again, look at Hollow Man taking a little bit of this edge off, right? Taking the horizontals there. This end game is so much better than what we were seeing from him yesterday, and so he's doing really well. Meanwhile, Dmhero setting up for. I'm really hoping he gets this fat lock. Come on, we want that
Come
blue
on,
yellow.
bring it.
Yeah, here
There's
it
the blue
comes. All right,
yellow.
woo!
And you notice it leaves him with that one pill platform that he can set up this horizontal. And Hollowman out at a 407, Dmhero going to be right behind him at a 411. This is as tight. This is the tightest race these two have had so far.
hmm Yeah, and so it was half a dozen virus lead before for Hollow Man, and now it's tied.
Yeah,
So,
they're dead
but
even.
but really nice combo to take a lot of yellow off the top of the board. And Dmhero is working on almost exclusively red, yellow top line and sort of manufacturing some things. And just, yeah, this column 7 and 8 are not my favorite because notice you have the red, red, and he's going to drop some blue garbage down on top of them. And I think he's going to be splitting his board in half, which is going to automatically cause some drop time. But notice he's taken that garbage off the top of column 8, so that's going to be much nicer for him.
Yes, indeed. I'm hoping for his sake he gets this. Well, keep waiting. This is his third yellow red. He finally puts one on that column 6. That one's been worrying me just a little bit, just because of the height on it. So now he's taken quite a bit of his level down, and he's actually below the level that Hollowman's at, and has about a 7 virus advantage so far. This is again a very tight race. Both players are just putting everything they've got into this match, and it's something to see.
Right. And really nice combos from Dmhero. You saw him getting into a little bit of that lead, and then it really opened up. So just like I'm making a lot of quick clears and getting these doubles going. I think he's going to probably go for some horizontals everywhere. Maybe he's going to be doing that with this red on column 8. I'm not sure, but it looks like he has the opportunity to. Yeah, I think he's going for it.
And that is going to put Dmhero out at a 613. Hollowman not going to be too far behind him, but he's got quite a bit of just dependency on this yellow in column 7. It's really stacking up his entire board, and there's nothing else he can do until he gets it because everything else that he's got is also yellow. So he does finally get that yellow, and now he's looking at an end game that it's just individual piece requirements, and he still doesn't even have all of his viruses free and clear. Does now though.
Right. And DM Hero is taking this opportunity to open up the lead. Now, yellow is not really what he needs, but look at that beautiful combo dropping into a T. That is one of the sweetest of Ts, I would have to say, for DM Hero. He does need a lot of red, blue on top of his line, and actually, basically, he just needs blue. There is this opportunity to clear a yellow. What? Look at that swim from
That's
DM Hero. A swim
that's
is
how
when
you
you
do it.
scoot things over when they're horizontal, then you're able to stand them up vertically. That
There's
was
another one.
textbook. There's another one. I can't stop looking at DM Hero. He's on it. This is very exciting.
Yeah, swims have gone from being something that are just kind of fringe to being pretty much required if you want your game to be as fast as possible. We're seeing a lot more of that here in competition, and partially I think it's just because the players are realizing I've got to bring my game up, and that is definitely a move that can do that. Hollowman over here on the right is stuck in red yellow land. He's just opened up a couple of blues, but it's been really a tough RNG setup for this level 13. I got to definitely give the advantage here to Dmhero with just 5 viruses left. But man, oh man, this has been a slugfest between these two, and I cannot wait to see what Game 4 brings us.
Woo! That was awesome from DM Hero. Now I was a little bit worried. It looked like he was setting up for a very big dependency, but he worked his way around it, and that was an exclamation point. That's some really nice work right there from DM Hero. GG's both.
Indeed, an 820 is the fastest time we've seen from either one of them this match. As Hollowman is just gonna send it out, but look, it's 847 with him sending it out. That was, I believe, DM Hero's time on the first match. So that's how much faster they're getting. They're getting a little more comfortable in these levels. Once you get a couple under your belt, it just really starts going. And wow, it's just going to get better from here, everybody.
And we have readies from both players. And we're gonna have our countdown 3, 2, 1, pills. One of the challenges about commentating is trying to see both players' boards at the same time. And a lot of times, what we're doing is we're just looking back and forth and looking at the board the other person isn't talking about. And I am so grateful that I got to be looking at DM Heroes swims. Those were fantastic.
Yeah, I'll admit I was paying attention to those swims as well. That was again, it's something we're seeing from Hollowman, we're seeing from DM Hero. This is if you like Olympic swimming, you just stick around. That's what we're going to be doing here for quite a bit as we move forward in the tournament in the coming months. You're going to see more and more of that. It's amazing to see, and these two are proving that they're two of the best at it.
Yeah, Dmhero holding a slight lead right now, but I haven't really been loving the RNG that he's been given so far. It's just kind of uninspired and kind of annoying at times. Just like he'll get a couple that he needs and then a couple that he doesn't need. But now it looks like he's really cracked this board open and he's ready to make some moves. Whereas Hollow Man, his board is he's got a bunch of stuff that's up really high and it's all blue. So he's gonna have to take some drop time. Notice this in columns 1 and 2. And then he just has other spaces where he's gonna have to take drop time as well. But a really nice horizontal from Hollow Man to clear some stuff off the board. And notice he's setting up for clearing some yellows off in columns 1 and 2.
Yeah, he's really gotten the pieces that he needs to finish this up and is in fact taking just a little bit of a lead there. Look at this T. Um, that's that's just what you're hoping to see for him. On DM Hero side, it's just so much blue. He's only got one yellow and two reds, and he's just given up the opportunity to get the reds horizontally without needing to play around with it. And that's too bad because he's got a double red blitz, decides to abandon everything else and go for it with Hollowman out of level 10 at just at the 2 minute mark.
Dmhero gets what he needs at in the end. He had to wait for it, but he's still going to be able to take out those reds horizontally. This double blue really helpful for him. And let's just hope he gets a couple more blues to finish it out. Come on. Dang
Goodness
it.
gracious.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Dmhero. Okay, he's out at a 228. Meanwhile, Hollow Man off to the races on level 11 with about a 15 virus lead. Again, we've seen these leads go back and forth, so this doesn't really mean much in level 11. But diversity seems to be disappearing as basically Hollow Man just needs this one yellow to clear and then a bunch of red. Luckily, it can happen horizontally, but still, if he's not gonna get that red, it's gonna be a pain in the butt.
Yep. And oh, that's a red yellow that came up. I thought he was getting starting to get some double reds, and I was getting excited for him. Yeah, so that's not going to be a problem over on DM Heroes board as that misdrop though is going to be a problem. I was going to say
Uh,
he's got quite a bit going on color diversity wise, but it does put a misdrop down and it's going to eat into his opportunity. Oh, and puts another one down.
oh,
That's like we like to say, misdrops breed misdrops, and that's unfortunate for him. You hate to see it. He's going to have to spend a little bit of time cleaning up. Hopefully, gets the right pieces. Um, as well, he's on top of that. He's trying to find the best things to do to move forward, and he needs a red blue. He needs nothing but a red blue right now to clear everything up. And Hallman is out of 11. Holy
yeah,
cow! We
and
were watching that, and Hallman just said, "I'm done. Bye."
yeah, and the thing is, okay, there's 2 things to talk about right now. There's Hollow Man's beautiful endgame. He must have been listening to that commentary before, and, he had just a really nice double horizontal there. And then, just as we were looking and talking about that, Dmhero gets the pill that he needs to clear out just a whole chunk of garbage in the center of that board really, really beautifully. So they're trading back these blows. And even though Dmhero is behind and is selling out a little bit for some of these combos, still showing what great plays they can both make.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've seen what was that magic number that you managed to beat with like 40 seconds or something of a comeback? This is by no means a done deal. A couple of misdrops are really going to put you behind, but they're not they're not what it's going to take to finish the game off. Dr. Mario loves to throw bad RNG at players who are doing really well. As we get past the 5 minute mark and both players are now in level 12, yeah, this is far from over with both of these players playing as well as they have been.
exactly. And Dmhero taking some viruses off the board really quickly. Notice a nice combo there. Vertical into horizontal. I'd love to get some blue for him. Ooh, he gets that double blue right after he could have used it horizontally. But notice he's already turning lemons into lemonade with a nice blue yellow combo there. Maybe he's turning
Interesting.
blueberries into lemonade, I guess.
Maybe. So, oh, Hollowman manages to get a split up fat log going on, and it drops everything exactly where he needs it to. He had a double red on the bottom. It needed to be it needed horizontal play, and he had to drop a blue down next to it, and it ended up working out for him. So right at 6 minutes and some change, he is out and into level 13. It's going to be difficult for Dmhero to come back from this, but again, not going to be impossible.
Right. Now, Dmhero is look at all this double potential for him, but he's really got to open it up. I think it's too bad. I think these reds aren't going to come off horizontally like you might really like to see, but notice just so much good possibilities if he gets these yellows going. Woo! Look at that chunk of stuff just coming off the board.
Yeah, you definitely like to see that kind of, well, it wasn't exactly a fat log because only one row of it was viruses, but it really did work out very well for him. Meanwhile, we're looking on Hollowman's side, and he needs some red availability because now that he's cleared up that garbage, he has no more red on his top line. Looks like he's going to be able to get to that pretty quickly with this horizontal, and now he's got red availability with Dmhero taking a very scary stack to come out of 12 to 7-18. I glanced
Yeah,
over and said, "Oh dear."
as someone who plays on high speed, that just would not have worked for me. I was looking at that, it started clenching my whole body, but he's out. Now he is about 30 viruses back. So again, they're just trading these games where this is happening. One will just really forge ahead and leave the other one in the dust. And a lot of it has to do with this RNG. Um, and notice, I think Hollow Man is going to be in a space where he's going to need a lot of reds in short order. And so we'll see if he gets those. It looks like he is so far. You're welcome. You're welcome, Hollow Man.
Yeah, he's going to shy away from putting anything besides. Oh, that's right. It wasn't going to drop down far enough. I was going to say he's shying away a little bit from placing a piece on that red, but he did in fact need that yellow there, and looks like he's going to get the sweet tea out of it with a nice drop down combo. Just everything exactly the way he wants it. Um,
Hmm.
Hopefully he's gonna. It looks like he's gonna horizontal everything out. I'm trying to read his mind here, and he scared me a little bit, but now he's back on target to hopefully get this horizontal, and he's going to be out pretty soon here.
Yeah, he is really holding out for these horizontals. Nice combo there. Just needs a couple more red and he'll be out. And there he goes. He's out at an 850. So
Right.
slower than the last game, but still a really excellent run from Hollow Man as we see Dmhero take some stuff off the board with a really nice combo.
Yeah, I'd say quitting while you're ahead's nothing wrong with that. He took off a really nice combo and said, "I'm done. I'm going to reset." So looks like we're going to get
Oh,
ourselves another decider.
best of five became best of three. And now it's just,
Best of one. Let's do
yep,
this.
that's it, friends. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say at this point? We're both just sitting here going, well, it's 3, 2, 1 pills. Let's do this. I mean, this has been just exactly what we expected it to be with these two, and I cannot wait to see what this game five brings.
All right. Stretch out. Get everything going. Come on, Dmhero. Want
This
to see
is
those hero moves.
we're definitely getting our money's worth out of this one. Speaking of money's worth, if you'd like to subscribe, please. Anything that is donated to this channel does go to provide prizes for our winners, not of each individual tournament, but it all goes right back into the community. So do get those subscriptions in.
Definitely. We're going to be having some live events this year, and there's going to be some qualifiers for our versus championship. There's going to be one in Arizona, and then the main event is going to be in Columbus. So stay tuned to join our Discord to see that. So let's get our countdown. Both players are ready. And three, two, one, pills.
All right, no more terrible segues for me. Let's play this game and look at that triple yellow on the top for Hollowman to start off with. Unfortunately, the most efficient way would be uh, to have double yellows coming up. He didn't get those, and he's really just trying to figure out what he's going to do with this. I don't dislike this. There's a nice sweet tea that comes up. Uh, Not the most efficient way to do it, but that's because it is the most efficient way with the pills that he was given.
A nice start for Dmhero on this. He's making good moves, good prioritization in terms of where to put things on the board. I was just about to say that his top line was very red heavy, but he's starting to get some reds. Nice combo to clear out some garbage. This is just a really nice game. He's going to need some blues in short order very soon. I would love to see some blue yellow for him. Don't know if he's going to hold out to do those blues on the left horizontally. I think not, but he really needs blue right now.
And one of the things you might notice about his play, he was given a couple of double reds earlier and had a double red, two red viruses sitting at the bottom of his board, decided to go for a single red that was out on his corner. That is the sort of prioritization that says, hey, I've been doing this for a while. Because even though he had another double red coming right back up, that's the sort of thing that you do if you want to make sure that you don't end up with a whole bunch of viruses stuck out on the side of your boards at the very end. That's just showing Dmhero's level of maturity in this game. He really knows what he's doing here, and it's those little things like that that show that as he decides not to go for the sweet tea. I was really looking forward to saying, and he goes for the sweet tea here, but he's going to get an even bigger one coming up right there.
Woo! And all of a sudden, he just pulls into that lead out at a 204. Now, Hollowman's endgame also excellent. There's this beautiful uh, triple combo that he had out at a 212. So things going really well for both players right now. And Hollowman opting not to go for the horizontal with the reds, I think that is the right play at the moment. He might still go for it, but um, yeah, he sees it there. But yeah, not a lot of diversity on the board. I say that because column 7 and 8 are both blue, and that's always a little hard to manage, but he opens that up so he's not dependent on too much blue.
And you notice he waited just a minute there to decide to do anything on top of that red in his three. That was because he was hoping that he was going to get the right pills to be able to pull off a horizontal and not have to eat that garbage that is currently sitting on his column one. It didn't work out that way, but again, this is wow, look at that combo. These are signs of maturity. This is signs of these players doing exactly what they need to do. Oh, a little bit of a misdrop there. But this is these players playing at the top of their game.
Ooh, and speaking at the top of their game, notice Dmhero has really opened this up. He's been having some amazing combos. He had a lightning bolt for the Mario fans. um,
Nice.
and yeah, now he just needs all red and blue. Looks like he has the potential to be taking these blues out horizontally in different directions. I think he's going for that. Yeah, I think he's definitely going for that right now and just needs a couple more blues and he'll be out. So notice he is gonna build up that platform so that he wouldn't be taking drop time with the ones in row 2, but goes for row 1 instead. Anyway, out at a 356, a nice commanding lead over Hollowman. But again, we are still early, still 2 levels left to go.
Yeah, that's definitely the adjective that I was going to use myself. Hollowman needs this red blue. It's exactly what he needs. I'm glad he got it for his sake. To in order to kind of continue his board. This, he's looking for that continuation play and manages to find it, but now he's waiting on these reds and just trying to get the pieces that he needs at the tail end of this board. It's not been the cleanest one, but it is one that he's going to get through here. Just a little bit, he should be out, and now he is free and clear on all of his viruses.
Nice. And Dmhero plowing his way through level 12. Now, it looks like, yes, he is going to take those blues horizontally in the center. The board has been a little bit strangely shaped. He was able to clear up a lot in the beginning, and then he stalled a little bit. And notice how spread out everything is for the sort of middle portion of the level. At the bottom, he's going to have a lot of beautiful double opportunities, but he's got to fight his way through, being very separated on the left and right hand sides, and up high taking some drop time.
That very split board is not what you want to see. It's going to eat into your drop time. It's going to give your opponent an opportunity to try to get ahead. And Hollowman's doing everything he can to do that. He's got a little bit of a split going on here as well. Not as strong, but he does have that pit going on his column five, and he drops some garbage right into that. That's kind of what he was hoping to avoid. Meanwhile, on Dmhero's side, he's looking good. It's quite a bit of garbage going on at the bottom, but if he can get just the right pieces, he should be able to manufacture something out of this. This
Yeah,
is
you can
definitely,
see frustration mounting for Dmhero, as I think he had some conflicting plans going on, with the reds and the yellows there, and it just the pills falling in such a way that it just nothing was coming off of there. So nice combo there, taking some garbage off, but still it's sort of layer of trash, which is giving Hollowman the opportunity to come back. Nice again, nice combo from Dmhero, but yeah, this is gonna be much closer than we all expected, I think, based on the lead going into the final level.
I'd
Okay.
have to agree. They're both looking at what I would consider reset points. You look at the levels and go, nope, I'm going to reset. I'm going to try to get something different going on here. But Hollowman is going to manage to get out a 7-10. Actually, both of them out at a
Oh my gosh.
7-10. This is it. This is the sprint for the trip to the finals. It is one level, everybody. That's it. And
And
boy, what a
honestly,
level
I
it's going to be.
I was so excited about this that I even forgot that it was not the final level. I was like, "Oh my god, we're coming down to it." I guess I was kind of hoping for another tie situation like me and John, but that would be too much for us to take. So currently they're neck and neck. Big combo from Dmhero, but taking some drop time with this red. It's okay though, with how little red there is on the board, actually having these nice reds. Notice he could build up on that yellow and not worry about taking any drop time.
Holy cow, did you see what Hollowman just did? That
Ooh.
was a cascade. I was sitting here just kind of paying attention, looking over at what Dmhero was doing as well, and I lost track of where his combo was going, and then all of a sudden it exploded, and it was something to see.
And Dmhero just had a great combo as well. Now, the board is really blue yellow heavy at the moment. So he's going to be having to manage that. But again, neck and neck between these two players. This is exactly how we want to see it. Lots of drama coming down to the line.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna have to charge both of these players for our heart medication. I know I don't sound like it, but I'm on the edge of my seat here. This is as good a match overall. This has been as good a match as you could possibly want. Um, Dmhero is taking the lead. He's got an 11 virus advantage. Hollowman's just not getting the pills that he wants. He is going to pull out this sweet tea, get a couple of nice extra drops on it. But at 12-3, I don't know that Dmhero can be stopped. But man, oh man, be sure to get your GGs into chat for this one because this has been a great, great match.
oh, yeah, so all Dmhero needs is this double yellow. He's out at a 917. that was a battle. But you saw him just setting up beautifully for this end game, not worrying about dropping a little garbage on top of the yellow in column two because he knew he could build underneath. But wow, really nicely done for both players. We saw some amazing, and we got to call some amazing combos. So thank you for that, guys, and GG's. DM
Yeah,
Hero is going to move on to our finals, and he is going to be facing the winner of our next match, which is a Clash of the Titans. So stick around. We'll be back in a couple minutes.